Have you ever played a game where you play for hours and hours, you bring it over to a buddy's house, barely get through the first levels of the game because you replay over and over while laughing and having an amazing time? My name is PSVR2 Villain, and today we review Swordsman VR by Sin Studio. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Sin Studio for sending me a copy of the game to review. Thank you for your trust in me. I'll do my best to give a fair review. So I would like to describe my time with Swordsman best if I say I used to be a swordsman until I took a poke to the knee. My main way of playing is definitely going for pokey kills, which is pretty much ducking and stabbing at the knees, the thighs. It's pretty effective. It doesn't always play out well with, say, armored bosses or armored characters, because I mean, just as easily as you can poke somebody from a distance, they can also get you in the head, and that would be end game for you. But they describe Swordsman as a physics-based combat game designed for virtual reality. Slash your way through medieval Earth to become the ultimate swordsman. You gain money and get new armor, weapons, increase your stats, and more. The enemy encounters are a blast to play through, and I can't stress enough how much stupid fun it is to go in slashing at an enemy's legs, essentially poking them to death. My buddy and I spent many hours playing this, literally doing the same things over and over, just laughing at the whole experience that this game offers. It gives you a lot of freedom, like picking up a downed enemy's weapon to use, say if you don't like your own, you like theirs, or picking up a downed enemy. Why not use them as a weapon? Why not grab their arm that you just chopped off and throw it over at the enemy? You can throw your enemy over at another character. It's a little hard, a little difficult to do it because I think it's much slower than, say, if you were to grab a weapon. But it's definitely good for the balls. So might sound gross, but I was able to pick up a head in the game and hit an enemy with it. Again, lots of blood and gore with this one, definitely not for kids, and the fun just continues from there with every encounter. Continue playing, going from area to area, and don't swing wildly without expecting some moments where the enemy will defeat you. Have a strategy, be accurate, upgrade, and you will get through your fights with little to no problem. This is definitely one you want to show off to your friends, that is if they're okay with blood and gore. There were moments where your hand could get stuck in a pillar, definitely not part of the intended gameplay. Other times you might get your sword stuck in an enemy and not realize it as you're going towards a new enemy and you're dragging a body behind you. Overall, it's one of those games that is a must if you're looking to play a first-person sword fighting VR game, especially if you don't have much experience doing that already. There's plenty of ways to win in this, and it only gets better as you upgrade. There's only a few hiccups here and there with the physics, but at the same time, it's also part of the charm of the game, in my opinion. I would like to give Swordsman VR a 4 out of 5. If you liked what you saw, head over to the PlayStation Store, pick up the game. I think you'll like it, honestly. Sin Studio did a great job with it, so I'd highly recommend it. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.